Hey everybody, Spider-Kel back once again, back for the first of my Eaglemoss DC Chess collection reviews, and decided I would start with the first one that we got, and that of course is the White King himself, Batman. When these first came out, or when I first saw them advertised, or first saw this in the newsagents I should say, I wasn't going to really bother with these. I saw that the first one was Batman and thought, I'm a huge Batman fan, I'll get that, but I won't bother with the rest. I thought that these were going to be DC. So you're going to have Batman and Superman and The Flash against Lex Luthor and Joker and everyone from DC. I'm not a big DC fan. Batman is possibly one of the only few that I like from DC. I'm more a Marvel, I will admit. However, when I bought this and realised that it wasn't necessarily just DC, it was simply Batman, I was sold. I went straight online and got a subscription, and I've enjoyed this line immensely. So I just wanted to start doing some reviews of these. Now, I'm not going to concentrate very much on the comics at all. Just wanted to show basically what it's kind of like. Always really good information from Eaglemoss. Really enjoyed these. Lots of information to start with, and then on to this section where you had a pull-out guide on how to play chess, which I did actually loosen the stables and take this out, and I have this separately in the file for the folder. And then we have some description on different graphic novels. This one, Batman the Long Halloween, one that I have actually read. Very, very good graphic novel. Very much enjoyed this one. Highly recommend to anyone who hasn't seen it. And then we go on to a few more facts on the Batcave there. And then King of the City. Then we start to go into the description of why they choose this particular character as the piece that they are. And then a bit of information about what that piece can do. So very, very informative. And that's what's coming next. So very informative and a very good collection. But enough about that. I'm not really here to talk about the comics that come with it. I'm here to talk about the pieces themselves. A lot of these I'm very, very impressed with. I'm enjoying these a great deal. Some of them have arrived that I've not liked. So that's why I decided to kind of do a few reviews on all the pieces that we're getting, because some of them I really like. Some of them, like one I've recently got, I have enjoyed and I really like more than I thought I would. Some that I've been looking forward to, I've got and I thought that's disappointing. There are some flaws pretty much in all of these that I found. As was commented on my chessboard review, I do apologise, the name escapes me as to who mentioned it, but someone was saying that the biggest flaw that are with these is the sculpt on the faces, which quite a few of us have agreed with. I think the faces, and for me the eyes, are where these figures fall down. But overall, extremely nice. We'll go with the Batman here. I'll zoom in on the face first, just to kind of like show, I think, oh, hello, zoom out. I think Batman is one of the few exceptions for me. I think his face sculpt is extremely good, but then again, he is mainly covered by his cowl, so, you know, that's not too difficult. In his eyes, you can see there, they're not perfectly matched. I mean, I'm not expecting perfection all the way through, but they're not evenly matched. And I think with Batman's eyes, they're kind of obviously, you can't really go wrong because it's just two white dots. You never really see his pupils. But a really nice face sculpt. I do like that. One thing I do love about this figure is his cape. The way his cape kind of flows around the bottom there. That is really, really nice. And I was holding onto the edge there. It's a really, really nice kind of like flowing sort of sculpt. All the way down, almost covers up the King Chess sign there. I really like that. Just to before we go back to Batman, the gargoyle on the front, which I believe is the same for Joker. I'm pretty sure. It's just obviously it's gold colour rather than silver, but that is really nice as well. I do like that. And Batman in here, spot in his Batman Incorporated suit, I believe this is. I'm sure I read somewhere that this is his Batman Incorporated suit. which I kind of like. You've got so many different suits that you could go with for Batman, but I think, as we found with the Dark Knight Returns Special Edition, they'll probably be bringing a lot of these out, a lot of different variations of Batman and the Joker, and hopefully some others as well, maybe some other variations of, I don't know, Robin, Harley Quinn, trying to think of some more now. Do you know what I actually just recently thought as well, just before I did this review? How cool it would be to have a version of these with the 1960s Batman and Robin, Adam West and oh wow, his name escapes me now. You can tell it's Saturday afternoon, I'm not really with it. But how cool would that be? It just suddenly came to me while I was just like doing some research online, and some pictures popped up of Adam West from the 1960s Batman. I thought, oh, how cool would that be? They'd probably never do it, and it probably wouldn't look as good as I'm imagining it, but I think that would be quite cool. Overall, this is one of my favourites. I do really like this sculpt. I love the way he's standing, ready for battle. He would actually be posed that way, facing towards the Joker's sort of army. And I do love the way he's posed, almost as if he's stood there overlooking everything and ready for battle. It's really nice. Some of the faults, as I've said, I've seen this on here just recently, and it almost looks around the bottom of his boot here as if the silver paint has gone onto his shoe. I mean, there as well, you can just see. But then again, that could be the actual sole of his shoe, because it does go all the way around, and they've actually just been... I don't know, but that does look quite sloppy, really. They could have made it all this colour rather than silver at the bottom, because it just does look like it blends into that. Also on his belt, you can see very clearly there silver splodges all over his belt, which is quite disappointing. That's a shame. So that does detract away from it quite a bit, especially here. There you can see this silver blotches all the way through. His Batman symbol, not particularly... it's when you get really up close to look at it, yeah, you can see there, that's a bit messy, a little bit messed up, which again is a bit disappointing, but quite a fiddly piece, I would imagine. So all in all, it's a good attempt, but I suppose when you get up close like that, you can see completely where it's flawed when you move it away. Yeah, it's a small detail where if you look close at it, yeah, you're going to find flaws, but when you move it away, it does what it needs to do. Overall, with this piece, really impressed, really like it. As I say, I got this one, and this is what made me decide to get the rest of them and build up the whole collection. So yeah, I really like this one. This is one of my favourites. A few flaws, but as I say, they all have a few flaws here and there. I don't think anything's ever going to be perfect from this line. But yeah, I highly recommend this one. Really like this one. So that's my review for the Batman chess piece. Hope you enjoyed. Coming up next will be issue number 2, which was the Joker. So stick around, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Take care.